What is up, Big Zari Nation? I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me while I tell y'all a little story time on how I almost got jumped. Anyway, girl, y'all not ready for this because this is gonna be messy. Okay, so I do music, right? And everybody around me knows I do music. So I had this friend. I'm gonna call her L. Me and Elle was super close. Elle was even supposed to do my hair at one point. And baby, I don't let everybody touch my head. Yeah. So Elle was supposed to do my hair at one point. And like I said, I don't let everybody touch my head because they be having me looking any kind of way. So me and her super close. And I remember one day a dude was giving me like a compliment, like on my music. And he was like, yeah, Big Zari, this is so good. I'm gonna need you to put out something else. And maybe we can collab or something like that. And keep in mind, I don't think nothing of it because like, you want to collab? Okay, cool. You want to collab? Okay, cool. So my friend, she's not my friend. She's like, be so fucking for real. Da 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 da. Like basically throwing shade at me and my music. I'm just like, girl, you do not have to do all that. You do not at all. So I go home. You know, I'm thinking about it. I get on the bus next day. Keep in mind, we rode the bus together because she lived in my neighborhood. I get on the bus next day and I'm talking to my cousin and my friend. We're gonna call my other friend Kay. I'm talking to my cousin and Kay, and I'm just telling them, like, you know, I felt like she was really being a hater. Like, why do that? And my cousin was like, yeah, I felt like she was too. Like, that's crazy, and she shouldn't be doing that, especially given that y'all supposed to be friends. Right, that's what I said. And my friend is just sitting there listening to it, and she's not paying it no attention. Kay wasn't missing. She was a stoner. She just likes to smoke and do other stuff like that. So we leave. I go home. Again, I go home. Yeah, this was days. I go home and I get on the bus again. But this is in the afternoon because she didn't ride in the morning. Elle gets on the bus talking her big one. Her big one. Not even her big one. Her huge one. So she gets on the bus talking her huge one. And I'm just like, girl. And she's like, what did you say about Elle? Because Elle doesn't da-da-da-da-da. Just like running her mouth. And me, I'm ghetto. Like, I don't care. I told her, I said, I felt like you were being a hater because you was throwing shade when so-and-so commented on my music and gave me a compliment. She was like, what do you have? I don't have nothing to hate on you for. That's the first time that somebody's hating. What do you have? I don't have nothing to hate on you for. That's the first sign of them hating. That's the first sign of them hating. That's the first sign of a hater. What do you have? I don't have nothing to hate on. And I'm just like, girl, whatever. Like, you can run those games on somebody else, but not me. So she gets up. Yeah. She gets up out the bus seat. And I'm just like, what are you getting up for? Like, there's no reason for you to get up unless you want to fight, me being me. So me being me, I had on a watch and I had on a chain. I took my chain off, I took off my watch. And I said, we can fight if you want to. I said, we can fight if you want to. She stands up again. And she's just like running her mouth. I don't even remember what she said because, like I said, this is my 10th grade year. I'm a senior now. And she's just like running her mouth. I had enough at this point. I'm ready to jump over a seat and beat your ass. Like, that's how mad I am right now. She said, and she was just like running her mouth some more, and I'm jumping over seats ready to get her. Mind you, most of my cousins ride this bus with us, so I'm just like, whatever. We finna fight. Like, I don't even care if I don't have to come to school because I'm suspended off the bus. And she's like, one of my cousins is holding her bag, one of my cousins is holding me back. And my messy ass cousin that I told that I felt like she was being a hater, told her what I said. And I was just like, what was the purpose of you doing that? Like, that's messy. And he didn't say anything, so yeah. So me and her, we're in a tussle, we're trying to fight, and the bus driver stops the bus to check on us, and she's like, Zara, you good? I'm like, yeah, I am perfectly fine. And then she asks her, she says, Elle, you good? You shaking in your boots. And it was hilarious. And I didn't respond to her at all. She just sat there, shaking. But did I care? No. Okay, so that's the next day. By the time all this is resolved, we get off the bus, we go home. After third block and after lunch, this girl comes up to me and she's like, so I heard you were still talking. I said, talking about what? Like, you're a little girl. I don't have to talk about you. Like, you are not something that I should be worried about. You are not something that I should be worried about. And I told her that. And keep in mind, I'm telling y'all, I'm about to get jumped. She has 3 people with her. Not 3, 2. She just had 2. She is not that stupid. She had two people with her. We're gonna call them A and B, because they follow and right behind each other. So A and B start with me as well, and they're like, she's a little girl, but you're worried about her, da 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 da. No, I'm not. Who said that? Like, who is she for me to be worried about? And I was just like, whatever, I'm too old for this, I don't have time. And meanwhile, before this, I knew what was gonna happen because I heard them talking about it at lunch. So I told my mama. Yeah, I texted my mom, and my mama was like, girl, you better not get suspended and da 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 da. Long story short. And she was like, so what you want to do? That's what Elle said. She said, what you want to do? Where was this energy on the bus booking? I'm not understanding. But she was just like, what do you want to do? And I told her, I said, little girl, I'm not trying to do this with you because you know where this can go. Because I've been in previous many fights before this. And she was like, yeah, whatever. Like, you always tryna, you big, you this, you that. Like, girl. And I'm just like, what fucking else? So, we finna fight. We're finna fight again. But our friends are there. Me being me, I don't care if your friends are there. If you try to fight me, I don't care. Like, they can get it too. I was finna take all three of them by myself. Big old me. Yeah. Since I'm big old me. Ugh, my camera keeps on me. And but little did I know, this ended up being a full-blown throwing match between myself and the freaking principal. Yeah, I know. That's what I said too. That's what I said too. But yeah, it was just so stupid. Like, moral of the story is, if you hating on somebody, keep it to yourself. Like, I'm throwing the print. Like, hold on, I didn't even finish my story time. I'm throwing the principal. I'm like cussing up and down. I'm like, I'm ready for war. I'm not ready for a fight. I'm ready for war. Yeah. And she's just like standing there. Her and her three friends are just standing there like kid dogs. Like, didn't you say you wanted to fight? Didn't you say you wanted to fight? Anyway, so I get to the principal's office. He's like, you can't throw me like that. Da, 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 da. And then one of the other principals walks in and he's like, did you threaten her on the bus? No. Me and her got into it on the bus. That's the difference. I didn't threaten it. I didn't threaten anybody. If anything, I was threatened. Because when you get up out of your seat when we're on the bus, that tells me that you want to fight. That's exactly what that tells me. That tells me that you want to fight. And I'm going to give you what you're asking for. Well, I would have gave. I was going to give her what you're asking for. I don't fight no more. I'm too grown. So, I was going to give her what she was asking for. So, he's like, did you threaten her on the bus? And I'm just like, no. Because if I recall, I was the one that was threatened. Like, You done told these people that I threatened you on the bus. Girl, please. Anyway. So, I get 5 days OSS. Principal calls my mama. Like I said, my mama is angry at me because of this. Angry. And then my mom calls my dad, and my dad is just like, I'm so disappointed in you. Da, 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 da. And I'm just like, I was finna get jumped. What did y'all want me to do? Like, y'all wanted me to stand there and look like an idiot? People at the school to call me the P word, which I'm not gonna say on here because YouTube do not flag my stuff. So, like, what y'all want me to do? Like, stand around, get jumped? No, ma'am. Like, I was finna get jumped, and he's over here talking about something. You better not get suspended. Okay, girl. So, that's basically story time on how I got jumped. And my mom, when I tell you my mom was pissed, she was pissed. She was pissed. She was gonna take my phone. I was gonna go live with my daddy. Like, I don't ever want to make my mama that mad again. So, that's the story time on how I got jumped. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I love you, Big Story Nation.